the compact crossover segment accounts for something like 39% of vehicles sold in South Africa. So it's no surprise that everybody's been rushing to get a contender in this segment lately. And a lot of the launches that have taken place over the last few months have been in this segment. Well, here's the Kia Sonet, or Sonet. I'm not quite sure which is the official pronunciation. The Kia badge stands proud. You can see this black honeycomb grille. You've of course got the skid plate effect down at the bottom over here in silver, contrasting nicely. All the features you expect on a compact crossover vehicle. LED headlights, of course, this is the upper EX model, so just keep that in mind, which gives you the LED headlights, fog lights down below, over there. The very substantial cladding, of course, round the wheel arches and across the bottom of the vehicle that you expect again in the segment. Nice 16-inch mag wheels. Let me tell you right now, I normally only bring 4x4s and buckies, but we've brought this crossover out to the Motor Matters test facility on the Gush Valley farm for an excursion, just because we felt like doing it for a change, and to see how the Sonet would handle the dirt road coming here, handle the farm, handle farm life. And you can see, maybe full of dust, but it's certainly done a really good job of getting us here. And something amazing I'm going to tell you right now, the fuel economy coming through is something else. We'll get to that a little bit later. Of course, you've got the roof rails over here, but interesting, the rails are there for the effect, and then it says at the back over here, caution, do not load. So they're not roof racks, they're rails for effect. Let's open up the back door over here quickly and take a look. We've got all our bags and stuff in the back over here because we've come up for the day and traveling along a bit. But if you take a look, first of all, the driver's seat, have a look over there, the space behind the driver's seat and the legroom that rear seat passengers will get behind me, the seat set for myself. Another nice feature, there are aircon vents in the rear, in the center over there, of course, and below it, you've even got a USB in the back. Nice touch, well done. That's a good one. Isofix on the outer two rear seats, of course, that you'd expect nowadays, and that is standard, par for the course lately, so a good thing there as well. You come around to the back now, let's have a look over here, and of course, let's pop the boot open. Kia's figure 390 litres of boot space. I'm going to quote you that one for now. And lifting up, I can't show you properly, but a good feature, you have got a full-size spare wheel under there. So that's a nice feature to have. You've got, of course, the shelf over here, but something that has been commented on and is very interesting is Kia, why is the rear seat a one-piece and not split 2/3, 1/3 like all your competitors? And that's even in this top spec EX version. So an interesting little point. There is a light in the rear over here in the boot area, which is again a nice feature to have and something that not everybody necessarily includes. So keep that one in mind as well. Let's just close the boot quickly and have a look. And you'll see again the very substantial rear bumper and a bit of a skid plate under that low-level brake light. You also got a high-level brake light under the spoiler at the top, but don't worry too much. You've got rear park distance beepers on the back bumper, and it does have a reverse camera as well included in the package. Very neat looking. Of course, this car you can see in the nice red color. Interesting, if you come around here, you'll see the wraparound effect of the rear glass, the window on the hatch. Not necessarily the window, but the effect is there. And it's quite a neat little effect as well. At the moment, the South African range for the Sonet is two models, the standard one and the EX, the top version, both powered by a 1.5 litre four-cylinder petrol engine, putting out 85 kilowatts, 144 Newton meters. You can choose between a manual or we're in a CVT automatic version. We'll talk more about that once you're inside the car. This may not be a 4x4, but it certainly can handle driving around on the farm. Yeah, you take it slow, obviously, and also I don't want to scare our bovine friends over here, so I've got to be very careful of how I behave while I'm driving. But a couple of them are pretty inquisitive. They've seen me in buckies, they've seen me in 4x4s when we come to the farm, but I don't think they haven't seen me in basically a car. So I think that could be what's going on right now. Hello there, how are you doing? And you'll see they're around me right now. But the thing I'm saying is that the suspension is excellent, whether it's on tar, whether it's on dirt, and we did a good section of dirt, you'll see more of that just now, or whether it's even driving literally through the fields and among the whole herd of cattle over here. You can have a look, because we are driving literally through the cattle, which is a bit of fun, but look at them all around us. And we're going to stop for a moment over here, but just to show you exactly how easy it is driving around over here and handling. But it's such a privilege being among all the animals, isn't it? And I think that is what makes such a big difference overall to everything that we're doing. So let's just stop for a moment and enjoy the nature. There's some zebra as well. We'll show you those in a few minutes. But I think we need to talk about the inside of the car right now. So let's check out what goes on inside this car. Driving along on the farm as we've been doing, and now we're among the zebras. Look at these guys, pretty laid back, and zebras normally are very skittish, but these guys I think must be getting used to me coming here, because they're certainly not running away like they often have done in the past. And also I think it says a lot and speaks volumes for how quiet the engine is on this Kia Sonet, because quite honestly, I think if this was a big diesel platter right now, they would have run away a lot faster. But we have the facility here, we have this test farm, I call it, where we have all the facilities we ever want with the cattle and the zebras. And I just think a lot of motoring journalists say I love my job because they love it, because they get to drive the cars and they get to go around all over. Well, I love my job doubly, because I'm also getting to be on the farm, right up close to it. Nice, how's it, zebra? Up to the zebras, to the cattle, and get to do my filming here among the animals as well. How's that for extra privilege? Let's start as I always do, showing you the dashboard. You can see this is the trip today, 213 kilometers at, can you believe, 5.7 liters per 100. I just want to toggle through. We've done 240 kilometers, so we've done another 30 odd Ks of town driving and traffic driving at 6 overall. So I think that's pretty exceptional, and certainly we'll see if we can get it even lower on the way back from the farm. You come down to the steering wheel. Of course, you've got your very standard multi-function steering wheel. Again, I don't think I have to say too much about that, but you've got all the functions you would expect on the steering wheel over there, and obviously for sound system, for phone, for all those kind of things. Nice, neat, flat bottom steering wheel. I can't really show it to you too clearly right now, but let's go over to the center of the dash now and take a look. And you'll see you've got your nice 8-inch screen over here, which is Android Auto or Apple CarPlay compatible. And I've just discovered, in fact, myself, that it is even a wireless system. So it's very nice, very neat. I've used Android Auto coming up here to the farm today, and it worked really well. Down below that, you'll have a look. You've got your aircon system. I don't think I need to say too much about it. An interesting feature here is a little space for your cell phone. It is sort of grippy plastic. It works very well. It's held my phone perfectly in place, because you can see my cable for my USB over there. I was running my Android Auto off a USB cable, and it certainly held it nicely in place. There's also a USB-C over there next to it, and a 12-volt socket on that side. So they have provided nicely in that respect, and remember the USB at the back as well. You come down to the gear shift over here. It's a very standard gear shift, just straight down like that. You can, of course, push it to the right and go into manual mode if you want to. Up, down, manual mode. Again, haven't bothered with it. It's a CVT automatic. Now, there are way too many people who cringe like anything when they hear the word CVT. I must tell you, I'm finding it smooth, comfortable, easy. We cruised out here at speed limits wherever it was allowed, obviously governed by the road conditions, but it really was an easy, comfortable drive with no issues whatsoever. So up to you. You really have to take your choices. You have a look at the dashboard. Yes, it's very much plastic, but it looks very neat, nicely molded, nice fit and finish, and there's this sort of dark finish around a lot of the controls with a stippled effect. It looks quite neat. It's almost like a black carbon effect, I think I'm going to call it. So something a little bit different again. You get all of these features included, and that's what really counts. The CVT I've mentioned, I really don't have an issue with it. You've got cloth covering on the seats with nice contrast stitching, and interestingly, fake leather on the outsides of the seats, but just for protection, I think. And you've got a nice armrest here between the two front, driver and passenger. You've got all of the features you'd want. This certainly, to me, feels like a more upmarket interior than I would expect at this price point, I must put it. And talking price point, well, let's see. What are we talking over here? We're talking 305,995 for this top model. The range starts at around the 250 mark. So it's totally priced in the ballpark against all its competitors. And we all know Kia, of course, with their reliability, with all the features and factors that come with a Kia, their warranty, the 7-year warranty, and also service plan, a 3-year service plan comes with this car. So you're getting all of those features. It's not a racing car. It's not a sports car. Nope. Sorry, that one you're not going to get out of this. I mentioned the 85 kilowatts, 144 Newton meters. But apparently later in the year, there will be a GT line with a 1-litre turbo engine from the Kia Hyundai group. So if you really want more performance out of it, stick around for a while. But quite honestly, this has been more than adequate in my book. It's certainly done the job very well. Comfortable cruiser, 2 of us traveling, yes, but plenty space for at least 2 more in the back. No problem with that at all. And the boot being 390 litres, according to Kia, should be no problem with luggage either. So you've got all you want. I started the video saying that this compact crossover segment is almost 40% of car sales in South Africa at the moment, and everyone has piled into the market recently. So you've got the older contenders like the Ford EcoSport. You've now got, of course, the Suzuki Vitara Brezza, the Toyota Urban Cruiser. I'm going to leave some out, I know I am, and I'm going to get into trouble, but I think you know where I'm going with what I'm saying here. These are all now available, and they're all in a similar ballpark, even price-wise. This is a lot of car for 306,000 Rand. I'd like to finish by saying that. For Motor Matters, I'm Eleanor. See you next time.